the first delivery of the match.
Oh, he's got that away. Never quite got it off the middle of the bat, but it's bouncing away down towards the mid-wicket boundary. They'll come back for the third. The throw is very wide. That's the end of the over. It's 11 for none. Well, that's nicely timed. You could hear that as it came off the bat. It sounded nice. Yes, if you time the ball properly, if it hits the middle of the bat, it makes a slightly different sound.
Most of the outfield was covered yesterday and through the night, and this morning also, so it's still racing off quite quickly on the outfield. Hasn't slowed down at all.
Well, we're bowled and it's hit the edge, but there's no one at slip, and it's gone to the boundary for 4. That is the first boundary of the innings.
Maybe he might have angled his bat just a little bit to get the outside of it.
Oh, that's in the air, and oh, just wide of the fieldsman at mid-off. Oh dear, I would have thought a dive might have been called for there. Jayasuriya seemed to sort of fall in behind it. Let's see what happens there. He closes the face. The ball lobs up in the air. Jayasuriya goes away to his left. Oh, well, it did pitch just short of him as well, so perhaps he was never going to get there. Watch this. See how he started to run away as opposed to come in directly at it. It would have been a good catch, but it's the sort of situation where if you're the bowler, you'd be shouting out, dive, dive. Especially if you're Chaminda Vas and you've been on 399 wickets for about a week.
They started on 398 at the start of the series.
Yes, it's that off cutter. Oops, that's beaten the fingertips of the backward point fieldsman. Oh, nicely played away, right off the middle of the bat. Correction, it's Kulasekara. What am I talking about? Just whipped away there down to the fieldsman on the boundary. Fine leg.
Virat Kohli looking very confident today. 14 of 24 deliveries. One of the young hopefuls for India. Under-19 captain. The last World Cup that was played earlier this year.
Virat Kohli is on strike. He's the right-hander out there. Oh, well bowled. Well bowled. Well, that's the first one that's beaten the outside edge. That is a good delivery. Perfect line. Just moved a little bit off the pitch.
So generally bowls in swing to the right-handers. This one took off almost like a leg break. Good seam position. And it goes away from the batsman. That was a top delivery.
Into the gap, and running away down towards the boundary. I don't think they're going to cut this one off. That's gone for 4 as well. That's the second boundary of the innings.
It's well played by Kohli. He collects a lot of his runs on the leg side. But this one was just straying outside off stump, and Kohli gets his foot down the pitch. It's close enough, and he leans over it as he makes sure that he puts the ball between extra cover and the cover.
Well, it's made not the slightest bit of difference because the ball has been flayed through the offside field and no one moved. Another boundary.
It's from a 5-4 field to a 6-3 field. And Vas obviously feeling he's got to keep it more on off stump.
Yes, and another single steered away on the offside. I don't think this strategy is working at the moment. It's 33 for none.
He followed that one. That is very, very casually played. Appeal by Kumar Sangakkara, but nobody else.
Well, there was some noise. Good delivery. This is what a wicket can do. Can change the entire mood of the team. The bowling becomes totally different once you start picking up wickets. Little hesitant, Kohli. I've seen anything outside the off stump going away from him. He's not really sure about his feet.
Oh, that's lucky. I think he played it a little too early. The ball going over Vasa's head, and Kohli is coming back for the third. That was also very tight. You've got to say there was a little bit of good fortune in that shot.
Didn't really middle it. It hit him right on top of the bat, top part of the bat. It was a touch slower. Maybe he rolled his finger on it, and a little inexperience. Virat Kohli didn't really know that that was a slow one. Couldn't really control it. Lucky that it didn't really go into the fielder's hand.
That could have been close.
I think it's good to have a little bit of a balance between a bat and ball. I like this series in a way that you know, there is something in the pitch for the bowlers. You know, we've seen it at the bowler that the ball was darting around. It was a sort of a low-scoring matches. You know, something for the bowlers also. In the past sort of few years, we have seen the pitches have gone so flat that you know, runs are flowing 300 plus. Nicely played. 2 there. So 300 runs hasn't been really a big total. You know, we have seen 320, 330 has been chased down. So I think in a way, I don't know if you agree with me or not, because as a bowler, I think it's good to have a little bit of a balance between bat and ball. People also come and watch to wicket to fall also.
Couldn't agree with you more, Waqar. The atmosphere is building up all the time. It was rather warm at the start because there was a bright sun bearing down.
That's a great shot. Played it on the up, and that's racing down to the boundary. What a good shot by this young batsman, Virat Kohli. So as you could see, that was played on the up, stood tall with the top hand in control, and again hit it right into the gap. The timing was perfect. So it's Sangakkara getting close to the stumps. The belief is that Kohli is taking too many liberties.
Nicely played. There'll be a lot of you having seen Chaminda Vaas get his 400th wicket in one-day internationals that'll be wondering about strike rates, which is another measuring stick when it comes to fast bowlers. And I can tell you that a lot of the best bowlers end up in those strike rates as well. Now, in the air and just over the top of mid-wicket. Well, he doesn't mind flicking him just over the infield. If you do, of course, it always ends up in 4. This is a fast outfield. So that was Kohli again. That takes him to 41.
He's been living dangerously at times, Kohli. His pitch is unforgiving. Anything that is trifle short can always be put away for runs. He chips it over the man at short mid-wicket. Certainly growing in confidence. He's had a good series, although he hasn't made anything big. This is a good opportunity for him.
This was a slightly slow delivery. That's now his highest score in one-day internationals. Oh, and that beats the outside edge. Played and missed to the cutter. So Vaas bowling that ball that just bites, he rolls his wrist on it, just gets it to bite a little bit and go towards the keeper. There we go.
Yes, he does this very well, Chaminda Was, the cutter that leaves the right-hander.
That is a very good shot. Too short, mind you, and good players, when the ball is just a little bit short, they jump onto them really quickly.
Yes, again, there's plenty of runs on this track. As you see, anything which is short can be dealt with severely. He's played it on the front foot, showing them the time he's got in playing that shot.
So that's a half century for Kohli. Pretty important innings this for him too, and his colleagues appreciate it.
Yes, outstanding from the young man, because he's sort of gone through 2 wickets and some anxious moments, but there's a lot more work to be done in this innings from him.
Solidly played, beautiful shot, whipped through mid-wicket. It's running down towards the boundary there, all the way for 4. Well, that was one of the better shots of the day.
He's very, very good on the onside. He has an unusual way of playing it. He stays on the front foot, plants it, and whips it away. And again, the manner in which he picks his gap has been exceptional in this innings so far.
Bowled him, clean bowled him. It's nipped back. It's hit the inside edge of the bat, and the stumps are all over the place. Well, what a useful wicket that is. I was just saying how Kohli had to see to it that he kept going. Well, unfortunately, he's comprehensively bowled.
That's what a little bit more additional pace could do. So Kohli a bit casual. He had been playing just ordinary medium pace earlier on, and then the bounce too undoing him, the inside edge, and ricocheting onto his stumps. Turns back, looks, but that won't do much help. Kohli goes